You heard Paris talk about the protests. Well, the world is watching Israel right now after Hamas announced plans to accept a ceasefire brokered by Egypt and Qatar. Many wondering whether it could mean the 7-month-long war in Gaza could be coming to an end. And here to talk more about this deal and what Israel is now considering is Professor William Muck with North Central College. As always, Professor, thank you so much for being here.
Good to chat with you, Tia.
It's good to talk to you, too. Okay, so this ceasefire is prompting Israel to say it will send a delegation to negotiate. I've heard of people negotiating contracts and things like that. What does it mean when you're negotiating to stop or put a pause on a war?
Well, the most important thing is that both sides agree on the terms. And what we saw over the weekend is there really wasn't much of an agreement, and the talks broke down. And then it wasn't until this morning that Hamas said, oh, hey, we're willing to sign the agreement. But most importantly, they amended some of the agreements. So the nitty-gritty is really coming down to what's the nature of the ceasefire. Hamas is saying they want a permanent ceasefire. Whatever the ceasefire is, it ends hostilities. And Israel is saying, no, we want a temporary ceasefire and that hostilities will begin again. So those are really important issues that have not been addressed. So there's progress, but they haven't solved this.
Yeah, you just mentioned that Hamas has accepted. What are the chances, though, that Israel will do the same since they don't exactly have the same, it sounds like, terms of agreement here?
Well, this is right. So Israel has come out today and said that they're going to continue with their plans of moving against Rafah. So this is the one city in Gaza which hasn't been attacked. As you hear all the stories, that's where all the civilians and the humanitarian crisis is playing out. And so Israel says they are going to continue with their plans, given that they don't have an agreement yet. So it means everything is still up in the air. And while it's good news to hear talk about an agreement, until both sides say, yes, we agree to a ceasefire and we agree to the terms, there's still a lot of work to go. And I think we're likely to see increased military action over the next few days.
Let's talk about this part because, you know, hostages has always been a sticking point in all of this for Israel when it comes to accepting any type of deal. Where does this proposal leave them?
So the tentative agreement is going to be that Israel would get some of the hostages back and they would agree to release Palestinian prisoners. And Netanyahu is under a tremendous amount of pressure from his domestic public. They want those hostages back. Now, there's elements of his government that want to continue with the military operation. So Netanyahu, Israel, finds itself in a really, really delicate position. Part of the government wants to continue with the military action, and part of the public wants to get those hostages back. So it's a really delicate issue. And just like in the United States, where everything comes back to domestic politics, we're seeing the same thing play out in Israel as it defines their foreign policy in Gaza.
Now, let me ask you this. If this deal is accepted by both sides, they come to an agreement, what are the next steps towards really achieving peace here?
Well, initially, you've got to deal with the humanitarian crisis, right? That's the most pressing need. But long term, what we're really thinking about is a political solution. So anything we talk about in the next couple days is a military solution. We're going to stop fighting. But to solve the crisis, you've got to have a political solution where we think about the long-term political solution in Gaza for the Palestinians and Israeli peace. So the political part is oftentimes much, much more difficult than the military side.
All right, Professor Muck, you always break it down so everyone can understand. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Sylvia and Terrence, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Tia, thank you.